in instances where there is a pronouncement about an individual who's involved in corrupt practices.
Okay.
But SEC, people have gone to SEC to give evidence of what's obtaining. But SEC has been quiet. And there's an indictment for my brother, who's the chairperson for SEC, because people have been reported who are in this government, okay? But the SEC or other relevant institutions have not moved in. So there is to be consistency in how we want to apply ourselves to fight corruption.
But Honorable, maybe the question would be, why are we seen as a country to massage corruption, for instance? We have seen countries like China, we have seen countries like America itself, we have seen countries like South Africa, how they've dealt with individuals that have been accused to have engaged in corrupt practices. One of them is former President Jacob Zuma. He was accused of corruption practices and he was forced to resign. Why, as Zambia, are we seen to massage, to play with kid gloves when it comes to issues or matters that hinge on corruption?
The answer to that is twofold. Of course, Zambia is a constitutional democracy.
Okay.
And it provides that some of the institutions which are at the core of handling these corrupt cases must be independent. Even as they apply themselves, there must be independence.
Like America, like South Africa.
Yes, like South Africa. But the institutions like I've already mentioned, okay, law enforcement agencies, the institutions like the judiciary. The question which arises is that why are we as such is because these institutions have been compromised.
By who? By ourselves as the people? Honorable? By you, the politicians?
I'll give you an example. DEC sits at SEC, and SEC sits at State House. And the president himself, if something goes wrong with this State House and his staff, something goes wrong, how will SEC come through to deal with that matter? Okay, so the buck stops at the goodwill of the president to ensure that there's autonomy in these institutions which have been mandated to actually apply themselves in the issues to do with corruption.
Okay.
There must be goodwill. That borders on morality and ethics. There must be goodwill from the president himself. He must not be seen to take action which are at variance to what we call for to ensure effective fight of corruption. So basically for me, this fight, yes, they can be provided for in the constitution. We've seen how the constitution has been bluntly violated in parliament, as it were. Okay, so and it's the same constitution which provides independence of this institution. But the man at the top says you're coming to State House. It's an example. So basically, there must be goodwill and commitment to the president and the powers that be.
Okay. Nelson?
Yes, I think we'll have to call it a day from here.
Okay, so quickly, before we call it a day, Nelson, Mr. Chilesha comes back again. So he says, I agree with him on CDF about the capacity for councils. Look at how my constituency, Malole, which is Mungwi Council, was embarrassed. That's why we're pushing for amendment of the law to take back elective offices like MPs to handle it. And again, it shows what caliber of people were appointed in those offices who are unqualified. When I come in after HH, I will appoint you, Honorable, and Mr. Okay, to watch the councils. Let me be strong. Monitoring CDF. So that's Mr. Chilesha. They are giving us a light moment at this particular morning. Thank you so much, Mr. Chilesha from Garden there. Nelson, I thought we have to go.
Yes, we'll have to call it a day, and for us to call it a day, we say thank you so much to Mr. Sensho Banda, who is former Kasanonga Member of Parliament, for joining us this morning and having breakfast with us. All we can wish for you is a happy new week, but we even leave you with the money market so that you know in case of you are one that knows how to transact when it comes to issues, dollar, kwacha, has been Joel Clavelo, Simat, as well as myself, Nelson Zulu. There's only a certain way that I'm going to pronounce that name correctly because I'm the only one that knows how to pronounce it.
You are the only one that
Even
knows
the
how to
owner
pronounce
doesn't know. It's bad for now.